What if a single phrase could stop your dog from swallowing something dangerous before it's too late? You're on a peaceful walk when your dog suddenly snatches something off the ground. Your heart drops. Is it a chicken bone? A piece of plastic? Maybe even something toxic. In that split second, you have a choice. Panic and pry their mouth open, risking a bite and forcing the object deeper, or use one simple, life-saving command. Drop it. Most dog owners think drop it is just about getting a slobbery toy back. But in reality, it's one of the most critical safety skills your dog will ever learn. It's the difference between a scary moment and a trip to the emergency vet. So how do you teach it in a way that actually works, especially when your dog is excited, scared, or totally fixated on what they've found? Let's break it down. First, let's talk about why this command is so much harder than it looks. From your dog's perspective, whatever they've picked up is a prize. It smells interesting. It might be tasty. And when you rush toward them with tense energy, their natural instinct is to guard it, swallow it fast, or run. That's why yelling "drop it" rarely works if you haven't trained it properly. Your dog isn't being stubborn, they're following deeply rooted instincts. So the goal isn't to intimidate them into letting go. It's to make letting go more rewarding than keeping the object. And that shift in mindset changes everything. Here's how to build that trust step by step. Start in a calm, controlled environment like your living room with a low-value item. That means something your dog likes but isn't obsessed with. A boring chew toy, for example, not their absolute favorite stuffed animal. Let them take it in their mouth. Then present a high-value treat right in front of their nose, something irresistible like a piece of chicken or cheese. The moment they release the item to get the treat, say "drop it." Clearly and calmly, then immediately reward them. Don't grab the item right away. Let them see that dropping it leads to something amazing and that you're not just there to take things away. Repeat this over and over until the connection is solid. Drop it equals something fantastic. Once they're consistently dropping the low-value item, make it slightly harder. Use a more interesting toy. Practice in a slightly more distracting environment, like your backyard. The key is to gradually raise the difficulty without overwhelming them. If they fail, go back a step. This isn't a test, it's a partnership. You're building a reliable response, not just for playtime, but for real emergencies. Now let's talk about what to do when things get serious. Say your dog picks up something dangerous on a walk. Your first instinct might be to run over and stick your hand in their mouth. Resist it. Instead, get their attention, use a happy, excited voice. Show them a treat if you have one. Use the command they've practiced, drop it. If they do, reward them lavishly. If they don't escalate into a struggle. For truly high-risk situations, like if they've picked up broken glass or a dead animal, you may need to use a trade-up. Quickly find something even more valuable, a special toy you carry for emergencies or an extra special treat, and offer it while repeating the command. The goal is to make them want to release the item. If all else fails and it's truly dangerous, you may need to gently muzzle hold from behind, placing your thumb and fingers behind their jaw to safely open their mouth. But this should be a last resort, not your go-to method. Because if you've built a strong drop it through positive training, you'll rarely need it. The real magic happens when drop it becomes automatic. When your dog hears those words, they don't think, "I'm losing something." They think, "I'm about to get something better." That shift turns a moment of panic into a moment of connection. It builds trust. It keeps them safe. And it turns you from someone who just manages their behavior into someone they truly listen to, even when their instincts are screaming otherwise. What's the most dangerous thing your dog has ever picked up? Share your story in the comments. Your experience could help another owner act fast in a moment of crisis.